I'm Svarup, and together with Pramartha, we lead a group called Primal. What is Primal? It's a way to freedom, it's a way to consciousness, it's a way to just becoming the adult that you were always meant to become, carrying and manifesting the gifts of the child inside you, and more. What is happening now? Why is it that Primal is so much needed at the moment? This world is moving on stress, and it's moving on really efforting to achieve, we don't know even what. This efforting, this stress comes from a deep inner split, like a war that we carry inside ourselves. On one side, there is our drive, our nature, our longing just to be ourselves, to share the gifts that we brought with us. And on the other side, we carry a lot of voices that tell us what we should be, how we should not be, what is good, what is bad. Many of those voices are actually right. They are trying to transmit the moral values, the ethical values, the social values that would make our life easier. But they are not coming from our own experience. They are the voices of the parents, they are the voices of school, of religion, that we have internalized. So Primal is not against our parents. Primal has the goal to actually give us enough distance from our parents so that we can see them as human beings, fallible, mostly well-intentioned, but belonging to a time and an age which is not now anymore, and wanting to pass on to us the experience that they had in their own time with their own wounds. What happens is that in reality, now that we are grown-ups, our parents might have moved on, or might even feel deeply sorry for what they have done to us out of unconsciousness. But the voices, their voices, the ones that we heard in childhood, have remained inside us and somehow anticipate our response to the moment, to here and now. Now what happens is that because they are so deep into our unconscious, we spend most of our energy either reacting to them or obeying, either trying to do the opposite of what our parents have told us maybe 30 years ago, or 40 years ago, or even 50 years ago, or we are trying to still be good children, obeying, trying to figure out how to obey our parents in a world that has completely changed. What Primal aims to is to find inside ourselves the inner space to respond to the moment, to what is real and important and valuable for us today. For that, we go through a very deep process of emotional cleaning in which all the feelings, all the reactions are expressed and dissolved. And then we go through a process of actually retrieving what was valuable, what was our true legacy from our parents, from the world that we chose to be born in, without the conditions that came with these gifts. And then suddenly we can feel ourselves being grateful for the inspiration, for the life, for the gifts that our parents have given us, without feeling that to express our gratefulness we have to obey to injunctions that are no longer valid in the world that we live in, and especially that don't respond to our own innermost nature. So the war between the child and the parents need another hero to somehow move to another level, and this is our adult part. Primal is about finding back the longing and the joy and the energy of the child, and at the same time it's finding inside ourselves a mature part, an adult part, that throughout so many years of experience, failures, successes, has developed his or her own map of the world, and is not in a fight with the parents of the past, is actually hearing those voices, but understanding that they came from the past, and also accepting the value of certain advices without shrinking, but just taking them in as something that might be useful someday and in some situations. Fundamentally, Primal is moving from reacting to responding, from being a wounded child to being a mature adult that can take care of the child that is still alive inside all of us.